Here in Lagos, lecturers also joined their counterparts across the country to press home their demands for improved welfare and sustainable funding of public universities. Senior correspondent Sharon Jason reports.
The protests staged across campuses reflect growing frustration within Nigeria's ivory towers. For ASU members, the issue at stake go beyond salaries. They strike at the heart of the survival of public education.
Our victimized members, they are there. The demands have always been on the table. The 25-35% wage salary award, it has not been attended to. Then there are promotion arrears in the last 4 or 5 years that has not been paid, and the revitalization of the university in terms of intermittent funding. These are the issues, and the federal government has all since this period been delaying and delaying and delaying. But for how long are we going to wait for all this delay?
At the center of their demands is the renegotiation of the 2009 ASU-FGN agreement, revitalization of universities and settlement of outstanding arrears, provision of sustainable funding for universities, addressing the victimizations of some lecturers at LASU, KSU and FUTO, salary payment for promotion arrears for over 4 years.
They now describe President Tinubu as unusual president of Federal Republic of Nigeria, the one that has done what any other president have not done before. We are expecting the same action this time around, that President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, in his wisdom, will also act just as the decision taken for the eradication of fuel subsidy, that enough is enough with Nigerian university academic going on strike, and that good salary, they deserve good remuneration, they deserve good working condition, and he had the capacity to do that.
With a crucial meeting between...
We'll bring you details of our coverage of the ASU protest subsequently. Let's bring in former National Treasurer of ASU. For more on this conversation is former National Treasurer of ASU, Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, Professor Olushiji Sowande. Professor Sowande, thank you for joining us on the news tonight. We have heard about this 2009 FG-ASU agreement painfully for the past 16 years. Why do you think this has lingered for so long?
Well, thank you for having me on the program this evening. It's unfortunate that we are still talking about 2009 agreement. Well, there are components of it that are due for implementation, which government has not been faithful in its implementation. And that is why you had some of our members talking about low-hanging fruits. Those are the components that are yet to be fully implemented. But the most important aspect is the aspect of renegotiation of that agreement, which was due in 2012. You will recall that it took us a lot of action before government constituted the Babalakin committee to commence the process of renegotiation. And since then, we have had 4 teams negotiating with us, 2017 to 2024. The last one was headed by Alhaji Yahali Ahmed. And we concluded that discussion, waiting for government to come back to us so that we can sign that agreement and then look forward to its implementation. Unfortunately, since December 2024, government has not come back to us. It has been meetings upon meetings. It has been promises upon promises. Sometimes we go back and forth, and it's very clear that government is actually buying time, wasting our time, keeping us discussing without being serious about concluding that renegotiation. And in that renegotiation, we have about 4 components that has to do with funding, university autonomy, condition of service, and other matters that are related to the smooth running of the university system in Nigeria. But government seems to be shying away from signing that agreement And our members have been so patient. For 2 years, we have trusted this government that it's going to be different from the previous government. But from the look of things, it's like it's a continuation of what we had in the past, and our members are tired. And that is why you are seeing all this action that you are seeing
Indeed.
from today.
Professor Wande, I am just a little bit curious. I believe, like many other Nigerians, whether or not ASUU is exploring a more sustainable approach to resolving and solving this problem, because we've seen countless number of industrial action in the past that didn't seem to have really resolved this this problem. Are you considering other means, perhaps getting some laws at the National Assembly? Because what are the chances that if you go on strike again, that all of your demands will be met?
Well, it's the exploration of the other means that has kept us not going on strike in the last 2 years. We have explored the process of dialogue. We have tried to keep faith with promises. We have discussed and discussed. We have met and met. We have had a lot of meetings. Unfortunately, sometimes when you get to a meeting, it's like you are going back to square one, because government agencies and government representatives will tell you that, oh, this has not been submitted. Can you please bring it back? We are discussing. So when you are tired of, we have written letters, we have done everything that we think we should do. In fact, we've gone to the extent that even our members are not trusting the national officers of the union again, because they know that we have not been this very patient. But this time around, we thought that we can trust government on its promises to resolve this issue. Unfortunately, we are losing that trust because government has not been doing enough to resolve the problem. And I think that our members are tired. They think that maybe the only language that the government will listen to is the language of strike. Let me be very fast to say this one. Our members are not happy going on strike. But when you are pushed to the wall, that will be the only option that is available. And we don't like putting our students at home. But unfortunately, government will push us towards strike, and then they will come back and be blaming us for going on strike.
All right.
That is why we have protested today, so that the public will know that government has not fulfilled its components and its promises. Because we had the Minister of Education saying on the national TV that they have satisfied all our demands, and that is why we are not going on strike. No, it is not correct. We have only been patient for this period.
A good place to leave it. We'll see how it goes from here. From a National Treasurer of ASUU at the Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, Professor Olushiji Sowande, thank you for talking to us.
Thank you for having me.